Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Omotala, and if you're new here, you are welcome. Please consider subscribing and click on the bell notification icon. So on this channel, I do a bit of everything from DIY videos to DIY hairstyles, mom vlogs. I do a bit of gardening, and I also do a bit of sit down videos where I get to chit chat with you and catch up on how you are doing. So today I am doing a declutter video. My kitchen is sadly the most unsatisfying or undesirable place in my home right now, as far as I am concerned. And I have been watching a few videos on how to, just get excited about your spaces all over again. There are various kind of videos that I have been following here on YouTube, and they have just motivated me to just go into my kitchen and just tackle some of my problem areas. So I will be decluttering some of my utensils and also some of my storage. Okay, so without further ado, I'm just going to show you around the kitchen and I will walk you through the places that we are going to be touching up. So let's go. Okay, so we're off to a shaky start as things are already falling out of this first cabinet, which is my storage slash medicine cabinet slash DIY leftovers slash whatever I can fit in here. So I have a couple of things just hanging in here. I have some baking bits. I have even some of my children's artwork. You'll see that in a minute. I have loads and loads of yogurt buckets, and I just keep keeping them, and I plan on repurposing them to some DIY, but it has never happened. So on to the second cabinet. This is my pantry slash baking slash beverage cabinet, and just has a bit of everything. I even have some loose bits like some of my baby's formula bottles that he no longer uses, but I'm still holding on to. I also have some toothpicks, empty juice bottles that I want to repurpose into some DIYs, but I never get around to do. Empty jars of chocolate spread, still hoping to upcycle and just convert into some nice DIY, but I know I won't do it. I also have an earpiece here, believe it or not. I also have some toys that I've hidden from my children because they are driving me crazy with them. And it's just a lot. So that is it for this second cabinet. We'll go over to the third cabinet where I have the final tax for today. And opening this up, although everything in here is clean, but I'm just not satisfied with the way the layout is right now, and I've just been using it like that for a while. But as you can see on the top drawer, I have some spreads, I have some more pantry items all the way back, I have beverages towards the right, towards the left top corner. I have my baking bowls for my food channel, dinner plate. It's just a lot. I have my baby's bottles up there as well. I have bowls, plates and dishes just stacked up on each other, array of plastic cups, glass cups, some more plastic plates, saucers and whatnot. Okay, so everything is just jammed up in this cabinet, and I just want to go ahead and tackle all of this today. But before I do that, I have just one more thing to show you. Believe it or not, all of my cutlery is inside that yogurt container. I keep hiding them from my last one because he is obsessed with cutlery at the moment. And you see this last bowl of lids and containers. This is where I have my spillover containers that belong in that cabinet but cannot fit in it right now. So I just have to sort all of this out today. I will try to make this video as short as possible because I have quite a lot, so I'm just going to try to jam it all in and make this video quite enjoyable for you. I hope this actually motivates you to also get into your spaces and tackle problem areas as well. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do right now is just get everything out of this cabinet and clean it entirely, and then and just start sorting them out according to the categories of how I like them. I'm sure you're noticing that I do not have a set, as it were. That this is because I just collected random things over the years, and this is what I'm working with, and I'm just going to go ahead and start sorting out or arranging the cabinets. I'm going to try to keep it as clean or as neat as possible. So moving on to the next cabinet space, which is the pantry slash baking slash, I think I also have some glass jars that I'm repurposing. I don't know if you also do this in your kitchen, but I'm checking to see if any of my back stock is expired, so I know if I'm going to put them back in the cabinet space or just throw them out. So I always repurpose my glass jars. I just wash out whatever it is that it came in. Maybe it's jam or honey or even Nutella. I just wash it out completely and then I repurpose it. Satisfied with that, and we're just going to go over to the third section, which is the medicine cabinet slash storage slash DIY bit. And I'm just going to go ahead and just sort out these things. My major problem here was just trying to sort out all of the medicines and supplements that had expired, and also getting rid of all of these yogurt containers that I have gathered over time. Again, I'll just be going ahead to clean the cabinet, and I'm just going to start mapping out what I want in each area. I don't know how many of you remember this particular jar, but this was the same jar that I stored my pesto in. I don't know if you've seen that video. I'll leave a link to my homemade pesto in the description, as well as in the card up here somewhere. So for all of the supplements and vitamin tablets that we use, I put them in one container so that I have easy access to it. I can just take down that particular container, give my children their supplements, use my supplements, and just put it back, and everything just stays organized. I'm satisfied with that. I'm just going to go ahead and store some of my DIY bits that are still left on the countertop, and this was fairly easy because I like to use my ice cream containers for that. I'm also sorting out their bottles, and I will be throwing away whatever doesn't make it into any section, just provided that it's not useful. I'm also getting rid of my baby's bottles, and this is what I have come up with. This is all of the things I'm getting rid of, mostly plastic containers that I'm no longer going to use. I was saving them for some DIY, but that is not happening. I'm getting rid of them. I'm also getting rid of some containers that do not have lids and have just been hanging around in the cabinet. Some skewers that have either been damaged or something. I'm also getting rid of all, or well, I just kept two yogurt containers and I'm throwing the rest away. So this blue plastic here has only yogurt containers, guys. Yogurt is a big deal in my household. I'm sure you can tell. So I'm throwing all of this away, and I'm just going to give you a quick tour of all three cabinets that we reorganized today. So on the top here we have our supplements and vitamins that we use, and at the bottom we have storage as well. I only kept two yogurt containers just for storing things and whatever I may need them for. In my medicine cabinet, I also put my children's medicine syringes in it, so I can have everything in one place. And I don't know if this is a Nigerian thing or it's something that is quite peculiar to or common to a lot of people, but whatever is in this container or whatever came in this container is not what is in it right now. I store some small bits in it. I also kept my juicers there, this containers, and okay, this is my child's cereal sectioner, but I'm repurposing them right now to sprinkle containers. I use my sprinkles for baking, and this just works perfectly for them. So I just put different sprinkles in each compartment, and I just have that on the go. I'm also saving his fruit dispenser because he still uses it sometimes. And thus down here we have storage containers and Tupperware, lunch bowls. Okay, so moving on to the second cabinet that we tackled, which is the pantry slash baking slash spread compartment. And this is what this is looking like. It still looks like a mess in some way, but I'm actually quite satisfied that I have gone through it, taking out all of the junk, and what I have is a functioning what we prefer. So here we have spread, we have granola, cereal, and then we have other spreads like peanut butter, syrup, and chocolate spread for garnish and whatnot. So that is what this cabinet is looking like. And I'm just going to go over to the third one where we have our dishes and cups and my baby bottles. So this is all sorted. I'm actually glad that I did this declutter because it's something that, you know, I have been putting off for a while, and now that it is all done, I'm actually quite pleased with myself. I was tired. Believe it or not, it took me over 3 hours to get this space organized and decluttered, and at the end of it, it was all worth it because I had a functional kitchen, I had a space that I'm comfortable with, and I have a system that actually works. I know where my things are, although it's going to take me a couple of days to remember that I have moved things around, but now I know where what is. Okay, so just because I might get this question in the comment section, these shot glasses are not for taking shots. I use them mostly for my spices on my food channel. If you follow my food channel, you will know how I use them. So at the end of the day, although I was tired, I actually felt like an overachiever, and I went ahead to tackle the bottles and also my serving spoons and my knives. I have quite the collection. and just declutter and get rid of all of the things that you have been accumulating for years and years. I know some of these things may not be easy to part with, like it was for me, especially for my baby's bottle. It is the only thing that I am kind of cringing about, but it is time to go. So I'll see you in my next video, guys. Subscribe if you haven't done so. If you like this kind of content, please let me know in the comment section. Or you would like to see more of this kind of content, please make sure to say so in the comment section. I do my best to respond to every single comment. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful in any way. It does a lot to help my channel grow and also to boost my analytics here on YouTube. With that said, I will see you in my next one.